It's simply not possible to talk about the roots of modern mystery without mentioning Dashiell Hammett's The Maltese Falcon. Written in 1930, it is the quintessential hard-boiled detective novel that set the stage for virtually every cynical private eye movie and book that followed. When I started reading, I knew I was diving into a foundational classic, but my experience turned out to have a real-life twist, worthy of the story itself. Hammett's famous style is what immediately grabbed my attention. The novel is told from a unique, external, third-person perspective, similar to a detective's case report. We as readers are given no internal access. We witness only the characters' actions and dialogue. This stripped-down, sharp, and concise prose avoids elaborate language entirely. It's a style that felt so halting and choppy that for some reason, I heard William Shatner's voice narrating the story in my head. This intense focus on external detail, on what a detective would actually observe, is key. Because the writing is so clear and visual, I could easily imagine how it translated directly to the 1941 film classic starring Humphrey Bogart. The cliches of noir, the rain-slicked streets, the cynical dialogue are so ingrained in pop culture that my brain initially tried to match the text to the parodies that I already knew. But as I kept reading, the book's genuine style and dramatic plot quickly took over, proving that an imitation can't replicate Hammett's genius. My journey with this book began with an unexpected deception. I initially found a cheap copy on Amazon for just $5. When it arrived, it was a low-quality, pirated fake. The font was tiny, the layout was horrible, and there were typos everywhere. After struggling through the first few chapters, I had to stop and order a genuine copy from the library. The irony of this experience was real. I was reading about what was supposed to be a priceless treasure, but my reading experience started with a fake, cheap book. It made me realize how masterfully Hammett wrote a world where nothing is as it seems, mirroring the deception I faced just to get the story in my hands. The novel is carried by its characters. Sam Spade is the tough, cynical private eye who operates with his own code of conduct. He isn't doing things for the greater good, but for his own professional integrity, which I found fascinating and engaging. On the other hand, there is Bridget O'Shaughnessy, the master manipulator who weaponizes her apparent vulnerability. Her damsel in distress act feels dated, but Spade's refusal to be fooled by her makes their conflict compelling and central to the story. Ultimately, I rate The Maltese Falcon a 3 out of 5 stars. While I deeply appreciate its style and its influence on the genre, I struggled with two things. The 1930s gangster lingo often made the dialogue hard to understand, and the plot contained one too many twists. I love a good turn, but the story flipped so frequently, it became confusing rather than clever, and I felt lost a few times. Despite those narrative struggles, I still call this a 5-star experience. My journey of discovery, from the physical fraud to the mastery of a unique literary style, taught me that the value of a book is often tied to the entire unexpected journey we take to read it. Have you read The Maltese Falcon? What did you think of it? Let me know in the comments below. And please join me on my journey reading the 50 best American novels ever written. In my next video, I'll be talking about The Age of Innocence by Edith Wharton, number 23 on my list. If you like this type of content, please subscribe and choose all to be notified when I publish my next video. Until then, happy reading.